Today I'm gonna give you my spoiler-free review for Boston Strangler. This is a Hulu film and it drops on March 17th, and it is about, you guessed it, the Boston Strangler. Now it stars Keira Knightley and Carrie Coon, and I've got to tell you that it's actually really entertaining thriller murder mystery type movie. Now, I grew up outside of Boston, and so I know of the Boston Strangler, but I never knew like the actual story. I didn't know the outcome. I didn't know any of that stuff. So that is probably part of why this movie was so entertaining to me, because I kind of knew a little bit, but I didn't know that much. So it was exciting to really fully dive into it and learn all the ins and outs of the mystery and exactly what happened and how things wrapped up in the end. Now, I will say, if you have seen She Said, this is similar-esque, where you have two female reporters, investigative journalists, just not only trying to make a name for themselves in the industry, right, which is very important, especially this took place in the 60s, so they were kind of like, all the men got the cool stories and the women were sort of pushed to the side, so they're working hard to prove their worth, right? They actually sometimes, they say, oh, you sent a skirt down to the police station to see what you could get, kind of awful things like that. It was entertaining to see the two of them just really put a lot into this. Like, they made a lot of sacrifices, especially family-wise. There's a lot of stuff that happened here. I'm keeping this spoiler-free-ish, so I'm not gonna get into those details, but it was entertaining to watch. Now, I do feel She Said did it a little bit better. We have really got to dive into the investigation there, and it was powerful. This is still powerful, but this is definitely more of a murder mystery. She Said wasn't so much about that. You guys know what She Said was about. It was a lot different. It was definitely more down the lines of abuse from men and that sort of thing, abuse of power, where this is literally about murderers, which I guess is kind of an abuse of power in a way, but it's definitely different. Now, I did like what this did in terms of the mystery, right? Because I didn't know it. So I felt like they really tackled all sides, right? They covered every suspect, and they really spent that time that they needed to. However, it was a little long. It clocks in right at 2 hours, and I think they could have shaved off about 15 minutes and made it move a little quicker. But I do understand needing to address every single aspect of the investigation. Now, for those who know the story, it might be a little bit slower. It might not be as entertaining because, like I said, they really do explore every aspect of it. So if you know everything and you're ready for them to just get to the nitty-gritty of it all, it might be a little bit slower pacing-wise. For me, that was more edge of the seat, right? Oh, what's going to happen next? Oh my gosh, what's going on type of moments. But if you know how it all plays out, I can see how that would drag a little bit for you. Now, also the two leading ladies, I mean, Carrie and Keira, they're phenomenal. I love seeing them together. Keira is definitely the standout here. She certainly is. It's focused more on Loretta. Again, this is true story. There were two women journalists who broke this case, right? They're the ones who put it together. Hey, this is a serial killer. This isn't just a bunch of different murders, and just put it out there to the public. I do think that this is probably one of the biggest reasons why they don't really want details of cases going out into newspapers, because you can end up with copycats and just people knowing things, and then they think things and they stick things in their heads. So, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you watch the movie, but I really did enjoy it overall. It was a really great mystery. The end wrapped together. They do that thing in the credits where they say like the real life stuff and show real life pictures, which I definitely was a fan of. I love when they do that with true stuff. True stories. But yeah, I really did enjoy it. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's definitely entertaining. It's maybe, like I said, a little too long. And if you know the story, I can see how it would drag a little bit more, but the performances are stellar. I love the costuming and the sets. Like, it really feels like you're in the 1960s, which is a lot of fun. And yeah, I had fun with it. I really enjoyed it. I love a good murder mystery though. And I didn't know, like I said, the full story of the Boston Strangler. I knew like a little bit, so it was nice to watch it all play out. And I like the focus on the journalists, not so much the crimes. Of course, you still get the crimes, but it's definitely more of a focus on the journalists, which I enjoyed in this film. You guys let me know if you're excited for Boston Strangler down below in the comments. If by the time you got to this review, you've already seen it, let me know what you thought. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this. You can follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you can check me out at MamasGeeky.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much to all my monetary supporters, my members, and my Patreons. Love you guys.